Laura. I'm coming to you from my old trusty truck, Betty White. I love my truck. It's old, it's a little rusty, but gosh darn it, I love this truck. So anyways, I wanted to talk about something really, really important. And I've discussed this with other people, especially parents who are raising little girls and little boys as well. This is really important. And I thought, what better to do with my platform than to make sure people stay safe and to help parents give their children a voice. And I'm going to tell you why. My belief, and I'm not blaming my parents, is that because of my upbringing, I became a target for someone who opted to target and sexually assault me. It's just the way it was. This is my truth, and I'm sticking with this. And the reason I believe I was a target goes back to how I was raised. Now, I was raised in a home, Catholic family. You know, I had a very loving family, yet my mom was very strict. And she'll admit it. She raised 4 girls. My older sister and I are 10 and a half months apart. We're considered Irish twins, just the way it is. So I understand why my mom needed to ensure she had a hold of us when it came to respect, discipline, respect for parents, family, teachers, adults, authority, etc. I mean, the truth is my grandfather, my mother's father, when he walked in the room, it's like the parting of the Red Sea. Everyone would move to the side and let that man sit in his chair. Just the way it was. So I was raised in a very loving and respectful home. But yet there was one aspect that could have been changed or adjusted to ensure that us girls were allowed to have a voice and to speak up if we were not comfortable. So what had happened is that I was raised in a family to respect authority, fine, but the one thing that I wish we would have been taught was I wish we would have had a voice. I wish we would have been allowed to have a voice, to express discomfort or whatever the situation is, to let our feelings known and to talk about and to speak out or speak against things we did not necessarily believe in, especially when we were around other people who, and I'm not saying anyone in my family ever did this, but there has to come a point in time when a child, regardless of age, has to be able to tell mom or dad, I'm not comfortable, where mom and dad removes them from the situation. Or, you get to be 8, 9, and 10 years old. If someone says something that's off to you, you should say, Mom, I'm not in agreement with that. Or to have a voice about something. Even with teachers. Teachers aren't always right. Grandparents aren't always right, and parents aren't always right. So when you raise a child who is disciplined, say yes, be polite, say hi, say please and thank you, which is fantastic because we don't have enough of that today. When you steal your child's voice or don't give them the ability to speak up in certain situations, and you say authority is right, adults are right, they're always right, you are never ever to come up against them or disagree with them, you're putting that child in a situation to be a target for pedophiles, rapists, bullies, in domestic violence situations, and all of that, all of it. So what it comes down to is we, as parents, have to allow our children the opportunity at times to say no, to express themselves in a respectful manner, as I would have with another adult, in a respectful manner, to say, I see it different from you. That's not my experience. I don't have the same opinion you do, and that's okay. And we can talk about it, and we respect one another, and we can walk away. But because I didn't have a voice, and I was raised to be really meek, soft spoken, believe in authority, respect authority, listen to authority, not challenge authority, I became a target of a rapist. And I know this because, from what I've been told, other victims in his life were also the type of women that did not have a voice, that did not have value. And I'm not saying I didn't have value as a child, but did not have a voice, did not question, did not, it's there's a certain demeanor that comes with a woman or an individual who, there's a certain demeanor, and it's the type of person that just doesn't fight back, that doesn't scream, that doesn't use their voice, that doesn't tell. It's just the way it is. Just don't tell. And so, I don't know, there's a certain, with certain women, there's a certain strength, assertiveness. They have that voice, they speak out, and they challenge. They challenge, they come up against. And men see them being more on an equal playing field, and they know they touch that woman and they're either going to get kicked between the legs, she will fight back, she will scream, and she will make sure that she stops him in his place. So that's why it's so important we give children a voice, because I know, had I had a voice, I'm more than less likely would have not become a victim of someone who sought out individuals who were more than less likely silenced as children. So that's all there is to it. I wanted to share that. I thought it was really important, and that's all I know. So if you want to comment below or whatever the case, please do. I really enjoy reading some of the comments, and that's all there is to it. So I'll talk with you soon, and I hope you all have a good day. Bye-bye.